walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Paid 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. Yeah, I'm too up. Round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second down, here's Yeldon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Flex round.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Rudolph looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now it's Rudolph. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Rudolph. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep down, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. A nice little juke. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flex round!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Luke Kuechly in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Let's go! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38!
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, baby!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They're going to try and throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Dobbs now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll drop the throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Grant. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete to Grant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. A 10th carry for Kamara. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcel Darius forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And on the ground they go with the running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the grab by Croft. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Man open left side is Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Dobbs is throwing. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gardner. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. To throw is Dobbs. And an alley to run. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, Dobbs. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And now running right through it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw here. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. A screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Dobbs rolling to his right. Now the ball comes loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. Over the middle here to Brown. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On play action, it's Dobbs sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Check. Presto. Ohio. Like 50.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well. And
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Gets around him. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run it again with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking it in the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah.